Played hosted 10 Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Instead, the punter out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Miller on first down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Ginn. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Buddy up. 51-3. 1-2. Yeah, Jim. 51. Who that? Who that? 51.
First down, Vic. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 48 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 set, 19. Check 3, 24. Check 4, check 4.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On play action, Vick. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go, here we go. Trump. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Watch the screen.
Here goes Vick on 4th down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments. Do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. Switch gears. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Thomas the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Third and long for Vic. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Miller. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 31.
To throw is Watson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 58 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Delta. Let's go. Let's bring it.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Vic now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion. Sets up 2nd and 6. Toss play, Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Vic's throw there incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 51.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action now. Vic. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lux with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game. For a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson, and his pass incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, but now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Mike 2. Watch 2. 2. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that.
Watson now, operating from the gun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
51 to Mike. 51 to Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. Mike 55, Mike 55.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You can't block me.
A first down throw coming for Vic. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. Vic operating on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Forced out to his left. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. 55, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 10-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Lutz is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime of the first of two here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Put it two, jet, cover. Put it two, jet.
They start the second half with Kamara. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the run. 51, Mike 51. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Vick, and he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against it, trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
17, Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
36. Hey, Foxtrot. Night, sweetheart. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
To throw, it's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Vic. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
3 down.
It'll be Vic once more. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Mike set. 19. Cut. 94. Here I come. Mike 2. Watch 2. Come on, boy. Hey, 31.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st down.
Mike set. 19. 56.
They'll run on 1st down. Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, The ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates, the worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Miller. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
47, Mike. Mike, 47. Come on. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. You have to go.
Here's Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Undercrunch.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. A.T. Gator. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. In the face.
Vic goes play action. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Right here, guys. Whoa. 51. Wow.
Now Breeze on third down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll toss it to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Alert. Tight to the left. 3 down. Check 3. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
No. You draw quickly. Hustle.
Vic readies to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
51.
1st down, Vic. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and short yardage, Vic. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Watson with a give to Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Got to do better. Come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch two. All day, every day, any day.
Mike two. Yeah.
Choose the mic.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, it's Miller. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans get a bit closer. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Fight with the flag if you want. Go.
Here's Vic. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Cut it. 55. Hey, eat. Get your swerve on.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance.